Ons gesels nou met Aretha Mahlangu en ons gesels oor die Primary Champions Young Business Mind-speletjie vir graad 4 tot 7. Dit help natuurlik met besigheidvaardighede en is gratis beskikbaar en dit is 'n aanlyn 2D speletjie. Good morning, Aretha.
Good morning, Jennifer. How are you?
Always good. Aretha, we're very interested in this board game that you're about to tell us. This Primary Champions Young Business Mind sounds very fancy. But before we get to this, I want to know this newly launched game. How did the foundation really identify the need for this game under primary school learners?
Right. Thank you. So the Alan Gray Entrepreneurship Challenge is a suite of entrepreneurial activities. So we've had an existing entrepreneurial education game targeted at high schoolers that launched in 2019, better known as the 2D Entrepreneurship Challenge. And we saw an amazing uptake from learners participating in this across the country, requests from primary schools, primary school teachers for a version of a game, of the same game. And that particular request for the Primary Champions game actually came from the Department of Education themselves, who saw massive value in our tool and an opportunity that also needed to be shared with primary schools. And that was the genesis of this game.
This game is based on an internet platform. It is not a board game. But when it comes to entrepreneurial spirit and the education of entrepreneurship in young kids of primary school level, what does the curriculum look like at this stage? Is there enough there?
Yes, so the Primary Champions game is an essential part of entrepreneurial education and perfectly aligns with the current curriculum, which includes subjects such as EMS, life orientation, life skills, as well as literacy, mathematical subjects that the kids at this age groups are familiar with. So the game also complements classroom learning by fostering critical thinking, problem solving, creativity, collaboration skills. So through engaging the learners in this game-based format, it makes entrepreneurship relatable and enjoyable, and also enhances learners' understanding of its potential as a viable career path, which is what we're aiming to educate.
Wow. Aretha, I love that it really falls in line with the learning outcomes of certain subjects, and it really is also helping young learners identify a possible career path one day. I want you to explain just a little bit about this game. How does the game work?
Yeah, so the game itself actually takes place on the website. So it is available on the primarychampions.entrepreneurshipchallenge.co.za. And from there, a teacher or a parent is required to assist the learner with the registration process. And it's very easy steps in order to get started. They simply need an email and a few of the learner details in order to participate. But the game itself, inside the game, we've got 5 modules for the learners to participate in, and that is the entire game. So it includes 5 literacy corners that learners engage with, introducing learners to definitions of business language. They'll be exposed to within the game to provide concepts that stick with them, as well as 4 numeracy corners and 4 quizzes that include 5 questions. So learners earn points throughout the game through completing quizzes and creating revenue during the game. So a really sort of fun, free, educational, gamified certificate course.
I mean, visually, it looks lovely. It looks like a fest. Now, I just want to find out, is there a way that when it comes to going back to school again, where the teachers can get students involved? I know this is easy at home. If you have the internet capacity at home, if you are connected to the internet at home, it's easy enough for parents and their kids to log in and register and all of that. Is there a way that teachers can also work this in, for instance, in their class, maybe for when they present into entrepreneurship, maybe? Or is there like a competition or prizes to be won? How can you get teachers and educators excited?
Yeah, so I mean, this is already exciting to a lot of teachers because they're looking to pair a lot of these entrepreneurial learnings with their current curriculum as it is. So it has a lot to offer for teachers, and including a lot of resources that we offer for teachers during the game that supports gameplay, so such as booklets, and we also facilitate some guidance. But this is a certificate course, not just for the learners, it's also a certificate course for the teachers themselves. So they do get facilitation certificates at the end of this course, which is really incredible. And they also they stand a chance to win amazing prizes if their school comes top of in their province.
Oh.
So we've got amazing, incredible prizes up for offer for each top school in each province. So any top teacher from that school stands a chance to win incredible prizes as well. So there's plenty, there's plenty in it for the teachers as well.
Aretha, I think the big question is, I mean, it's accessible for someone that has a device, internet connection, but has the foundation really considered those kids that maybe don't have a device or internet connection, but really have potential or is interested in entrepreneurship?
Yeah, so the foundation definitely acknowledges access to devices and internet connectivity, and that it may be a challenge for some individuals. Many schools have stepped up by leveraging their computer labs to give learners the opportunity to participate in the challenge. In addition, AGEC understands that learners may have access to devices through their parents and family members. So this flexibility allows participants to engage with the game and showcase their entrepreneurial skills, even if they don't have personal access to devices or internet connections at home. So AGEC encourages learners to make use of available resources to fully participate in the challenge and unleash their entrepreneurial potential as well.
Aretha, just quickly again, can you just tell people, because I can hear all the tannies phoning their daughters saying, we should get the kids on this. Just give us some more info again, just on how to get hold and how to get in contact with us.
Right. So to learn more or register for the game, teachers and parents, as well as learners, can visit the Primary Champions website. So that is primarychampions.entrepreneurshipchallenge.co.za, or they can reach out to us via email. So that would be at info@entrepreneurshipchallenge.co.za. And for further updates on what's currently going on within the challenge itself, what's currently going on within our space, listeners can also follow our foundation's social media handles on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We are there. It's at AGEC_ZA.
Well, Aretha, thank you so much for taking time to speak to us this morning about the Primary Championship Young Business Mind game that is out there and making a difference in the lives of young people. So thank you very much for telling us about it this morning.
Thank you for having me, Jennifer.